Cayman.
He was thinking about Cayman and got talked out of it.
Yes.
My bad.
But ultimately, he's the guy that took him, no? Like, it's easy to not take, Dwayne Wade. They had Eddie Jones, who was a solid player at the time.
I just think the part that is interesting to me is this is Pat Riley telling you the only way that you're really allowed to say that. And I don't know whether it's conscious or a blind spot. I really don't. But it's keeping LeBron James out of his mouth. But it's also keeping Dwayne Wade out of his mouth. Shaq never comes here unless... Shaq, if you remember the history of that, Shaq never comes to Miami. He always said to himself, I make the sidekick. I need a Kobe. I need a Penny. I will make... And he's right. I will get the double teams, and I will make... And Avery Johnson never stopped double teaming him in the finals, which allowed Dwayne Wade to have one of the best finals we've ever seen. But I don't think it's an argument. I mean, I guess anything in sports can be an argument, but I don't think you can make the argument that Shaquille O'Neal is the biggest thing to have ever happened with the Miami Heat and have it hold up. I don't think it's a good argument. Because
it's not. It's Wade. I mean, Shaq wanted to come here because he wanted to play with Wade. He's not coming here to play with Chris Kaman.
But correct. I don't. But I also think that Shaq is third. I think it goes Wade, LeBron, then Shaq.
Wade and.
I'm not buying the whole idea.
Shaq out in the first.
I'm not buying the whole idea of franchise credibility. I'm not buying that. You have franchise credibility by virtue of having Pat Riley atop your franchise. You don't need a one-player acquisition.
I'm willing to go there with you. Wade 1, LeBron 2.
Is he just not counting a draft pick as an acquisition? That's drafting. An acquisition, I didn't sign somebody, I didn't get a meeting, I didn't make a deal happen.
Like you're just someone, though.
Okay, but
he could be doing it.
Okay, but if that's the case, then it has to be LeBron
over Shaq.
I would agree, but the argument against that would be if Shaq doesn't come here and make Miami a big-time team and establish it as a championship team, then LeBron isn't interested.
See, is LeBron, I don't know, this is interesting. So Shaq comes here, they win a championship. Wade's the finals MVP. Everyone's looking at Wade as one of the 2 or 3 best players in the league, including LeBron James. Is LeBron as attracted to playing with Dwayne Wade if that stuff doesn't happen? If Wade doesn't have some of that, championship, the finals MVP.
I mean, he wanted to play with his friend.
I think we can all agree now, like if we're counting a draft pick as an acquisition, it's Dwayne Wade. And then there's some merit to what you're saying about Pat sort of saying, no, it's not the guys that are gone, it's me.
I honestly don't know, though, if it's something that he's doing consciously because he's filled with disdain toward LeBron and less so now Dwayne. But I would understand why Dwayne would read that and be like, really? Wouldn't you? To me, it's a distancing of themselves from everything that was Big Three oriented. I mean, and one by one, they're distancing themselves from it. I mean, I don't know. Are we in for a fight on the Chris Bosh thing? Do we know? Like, I've read the reports that say they are working together to now try and get Chris Bosh on the court.
Mickey Arison sort of retweeted with a comment, which was like the first positive statement from a Miami Heat official on the matter. Excited to see him in camp. That's still not, he's going to be cleared.
Mm-hmm.
He's going through that process to get cleared, and we'll see.
Tom Izzo joins us next.
Give me more of the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
I'm Murphy, a service tech at a Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center.
I need help.
They always do.
I'm overdue for an oil change.
No problem.
Tire rotation?
Got it.
Top off the fluid?
Yep.
Check the battery and filters?
Roger.
The sprocket lockets?
No such thing.
Seeing if you're listening.
I haven't stopped.
Now, today's Saturday, and I don't have an appointment.
Now you do.
Cool.
Very cool.
No appointment necessary. Weekend hours and trained techs ready to give your car the works. Quick Lane is ready to serve. Visit quicklane.com.
Progressive presents Mindfulness with Flow.
Your mind is a blank slate as you enter total relaxation. Safe driver, paperless, multi-car. They are wrapping their savings around you. Like the tinfoil that wraps around your hot dog at a ball game, which for some reason costs $12.50.
Switch to Progressive and surround yourself with savings. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Let's get pumped up for some FSU football. Join 97.9 ESPN Radio and me, Jeff Cameron, for Tallahassee Game Day. 3 hours before every home game. Tom and I will give inside analysis and break leading up to kickoff.
We're doing some good things. You know what I'm saying?
Tallahassee Game Day is brought to you all season long by TNT Supercenter and Franklin Spring Creek Ford.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited.
They do not give up until you pay. They put a lien on my house. How about you? Do you owe back taxes? Call Tax Solutions now and get some help. For a limited time, the IRS offers a tax forgiveness program called the Fresh Start Initiative. Our team can make it easier for you to pay back taxes, avoid tax liens, and get a fresh start. Sometimes you just need a second chance.
I call Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
At Tax Solutions Now, our affiliates are all accredited by the Better Business Bureau and members of the National Association of Tax Professionals.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now. Call 800-329-8892. 800-329-8892. 800-329-8892. 800-329-8892.
Watch the big game? How about the fourth quarter bar and grill? Watch WNBA basketball on one of the fourth quarter's 28 televisions. Have you heard about Bubbles and Brunch at the fourth quarter? Every Saturday and Sunday morning from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's 7 hours. You get unlimited mimosas and Bloody Marys along with a signature breakfast for just $16.99. That sounds like trouble. Tuesdays at the fourth quarter's trivia night featuring Professor Jimmy and $16.99 all-you-can-eat chicken wings. Wednesday, it's taco night, $2.25 margaritas and $5 Long Islands. What about lunch? Well, the fourth quarter bar and grill has a huge lunch menu featuring 18 different items for just $6.99, and that includes a drink. Stop in at 2033 North Monroe Street. It's Tallahassee's favorite hangout, the fourth quarter bar and grill.
Is all your insurance protection under one roof? Make the right choice. Williams Insurance Agency is locally owned and operated, serving Tallahassee and surrounding communities for over 34 years. With access to more than 28 national and Florida-based insurance carriers, they have an independent advantage. Multiple lines of personal, commercial, and life insurance all under one roof. If you don't know insurance, know your agent. Williams Insurance Agency, 2901 East Park Avenue, Suite 2200. Call them today at 877-8555 or visit online at williamsinsurancinc.com.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but you grew up and things changed. Well, it's time to put it back on your list. Innovative things are happening in teaching today, and you can be a part of it.
Make more. Teach. Visit teach.org. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Another time show is presented locally by My Cooking Karaoke. Started behind the research and top cookies and toilets. That's My Cooking Karaoke. Or call 844-900-497.
Don Liver Card.
I was doing shots of vodka in my